Welcome to 1000 PS. We're in the Austrian Alps to split the difference between Moto Guzzi's new V85 and the new V-Strom 800 from Suzuki. So there's a few ways we can make comparisons and group tests. We can look at power, we can look at torque, we can look at rider aids, we can look at price, and then we can give you some advice so you have got your end buying decision. So if we look at performance, we've got an 800 parallel twin that makes a little bit more power than the transverse V that we have on the Moto Guzzi, but the Suzuki is a little bit down on torque compared to the Guzzi. So the Guzzi's got more torque, less peak power, more power, a little less torque. A little bit revier, a little bit sportier, a little bit more punch than the Guzzi. The Guzzi is heavier, is bigger, is more solid. We've got shaft drive. It's a bigger, roomier bike. The Suzuki is more easy access, easy going. If you're coming back to bikes, for example, if you've been away from bikes for 5 years or you're coming down in capacity, you're going to really like the easy access usability of the V-Strom. The Guzzi has got its quirks. It is a little bit heavy, it is a little bit cumbersome. When you're trying to move it around at low speed, you do notice the extra weight that it's got over the V-Strom. The Guzzi has a slightly better dash for me. It's got more improved brakes, it's got more improved rider aids, we've got more adjustment on the suspension, we've got more few little tweaks we can do, but it is more expensive. The TT version which we have today is £12,000 and the V-Strom is just under 10, so that's a £2,000 difference. That's a sizable amount of money in your pocket. But here's the big but. In so many ways, the Suzuki is a better bike. It's easy going, it's comfortable, it's usable, it's manageable, simple clocks, simple switchgear, punchy engine, feels like a big single at times. You can really ride the Suzuki hard and just enjoy it. That will start every time, every day, through winter, through deep water. Do what you want to that bike. It is always going to run, always going to start. Big tank range. Every sensible part of your body should choose the V-Strom because it's £2,000 cheaper and can do everything that the V85 can do. Yeah. But there's the big but. Who wants to be sensible? Who wants a smooth, easy-going, manageable bike? No! You want something heavy that vibrates on tickover, that shakes around when you start it. You want shaft driven. You want a bike that's quite hard to ride when you really start going for it. You want a Guzzi, even with its slightly questionable reliability. I mean, I love the Guzzi, but if you ride this bike through winter in and out of London for 2 years, is it going to look as good as the Suzuki? Probably not. Suzuki is the better bike and is better value for money, but when I open my garage door on a Sunday morning and I've timed it perfectly and I want to go for that Sunday ride and the sun glints off my bike, I want it to be this bike, not the Suzuki. When I park it up at a bike meet and I look over my shoulder, I can proudly go, that's my Moto Guzzi. I'm part of that illustrious, historic brand. I want the Moto Guzzi. I don't care that it's going to be a bit heavier and a bit cumbersome and not as agile and as easy to ride as a Suzuki. I want to spend that little bit extra and go Guzzi. As I say, 80% of the people here are going to want the Suzuki because that is arguably the better bike. But the 20 crazy idiots at the other end of the market are going to want the Guzzi. So thanks for watching. If you've got any technical questions, fire them below. I'll get back to you or one of the team will. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you on the next one.